Hello, welcome to Uncommon Perspectives, and this is a video about what it actually means to use your third eye, or pineal gland. Pineal coming from the Latin word pinea, which literally means pine cone, because the pineal gland is a pine cone shaped gland. You see a lot of people talking about how to open your third eye and how to decalcify your pineal gland, the same thing, but not a lot of people talking about what it actually means to use it, so that's what I'm going to be getting into. Things that happen when you open your third eye, telepathy, clairvoyance, things of that nature. But I'm going to be getting deeper into that because one thing that you don't realise is you're actually reading people's minds all the time, but because you haven't been taught to differentiate your thoughts from other people's thoughts, you're just thinking that it's your own thoughts. You think that the thoughts that you have every day are your own thoughts. It's not like that. You hear a lot of people talking about how like 80% of people are running on autopilot, but what does that actually mean? I'll break it down for you. So when you think about autopilot, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to explain it like this. Autopilot is a vessel going through space that isn't being influenced in any additional way from the consciousness that inhabits the vessel, and just going from their built-in programming to go about through their day and through their journey. And that is what people are living in right now in the world. That is what a lot of people are going by. Just the subconscious programming, the indoctrination from certain things. Something that you have to understand is that the only thoughts that are actually yours are the ones that, when you take in thoughts that you receive, and then you analyse that thought and decide whether you resonate with it or not. That's literally the only thoughts that you've created. Other ones, it's a totally different ballgame. For example, say you see the colour red, and it reminds you of a time that last week you got a present from someone, like a red pair of shoes. This isn't your thought. You didn't just sit there and create this thought. All thoughts are vibration. Like colour is vibration, like everything is vibration. The only thought that would be yours in that situation would be if you sat there and went, why am I having this thought? Maybe it's because last week when I got that present, the emotional attachment was symbolised in the red, and so when I think of red now, I automatically go to the emotional attachment of how happy that experience was for me. Do you get what I'm saying? You're using your third eye to realise something, and that's really what all that it is. It's being able to see something from a new perspective and not just going with the flow. Like, there's a difference between blocking the flow and redirecting the flow, and that's what's happening when you're using that part of your brain. You're not just you're not just fucking everything up. You're expanding the horizons of what you once knew. You're expanding your consciousness, and that's literally the whole point. When you're on autopilot, there's no critical analysing, there's no going inwards, there's no contemplation there. It's just going with the first thing that comes to your mind, your impulses. Your bodily, like when you're addicted to sugar. Sugar is a drug. You're addicted to it, you see it. I'm addicted to sugar and I'm trying to get over it. The point is, when you see a packet of sweets, you then have the decision, because the thought that comes in your head, oh, maybe I should buy those sweets. But that's only because you're looking at it and the thought has resonated with you from the thought realm and it's come down to you. But now you have the decision to decide whether, do I resonate with this thought? Like in the long run, do I really want to eat those sweets? And so when we talk about reading minds, you may get a message from someone after you've just thought about them, your best friend. That wasn't your thought. Because your two souls are tangled so closely in the astral realm, your vibrations are of a similar frequency, and so you can almost ride along with them. You can tap into their inner radio, if you like. See, the thing is, you hear chatter all day and you don't even realise, because you haven't been taught how to differentiate. Anytime you get inspiration or something pops into your head, it's either you getting that directly vibrationally from someone else, or that coming directly from the thought realm because you resonated with that particular thought at that particular time. So, do you now see why beings of power put fluoride in your water, tell you that meat is healthy but when it's been proven to cause cancer, and why they feed you acidity all the time? It's an attack on the mind, and that's the whole point of it. So you've got to train your mind first before you get into it. If you try and do anything without a strong mind, you're not going to get very far without huge difficulties and you getting in the way of yourself, because we are our own problem, but we are also our solution. So I'll leave you with that. This has been Uncommon Perspectives, and eat your vegetables.